This right here ain't none of my business. This right here ain't none of my business. You can call that a disclaimer for everything that comes after this, because this right here ain't none of my business. It's not. I thought about doing something because I'm trying to branch out and do more stuff, and it's just like I was gonna do something about it, and I completely forgot about it because that's how little it's like. That's how little this affects me, and it's just like, well, okay. And I forgot about it, but then I got up this morning, and then I looked at the news, and I'm just sitting up here, and I'm looking at this, and I'm just like, what's how's Louise was who now? I don't know, because again, the disclaimer at the beginning of the video, this right here ain't none of my business. I remember there was a time I used to think this was my business. It wasn't then, and it damn sure ain't now. But let's just go through this, because there's something important here that needs to be readdressed so that we learn. So, they announced the stuff. Street Fighter V, Sunday all day. In a strange and weird twist, Melee is on Saturday, and Smash 4 is on Sunday. Again, I don't keep up with either one of those games on that level like that at all, or play either one of them in any way to actually give a shit, but I wonder what happened there. I don't know. Don't want to investigate it, don't really care. Injustice 2, well, that makes sense. Because Injustice 2 is the new NRS hotness. Mortal Kombat XL has done its thing. It is what it is. In a strange and weird twist, Central Fiction is on Sunday. While it deserves a spot, I kind of looked at that and was kind of like, okay, that was kind of like a head scratcher to me. I'm just like, no. Again, disclaimer, being a video. This right here, none of my business. Tekken 7, that's on Sunday. That's all day long. That's just a thing that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? That's just one of the places for Tekken to shine every year. So it's like, it's on Sunday. And it's the new hotness, so and it'll be out before EVO, so that'll give Cass enough time, man, to get practiced up, man, and to make it hot. KOF 14 actually made it after what happened with KOF 13 and how it faltered off toward the end when it came to it and EVO. Weird things, but And Revelator 2, that's gonna be on Saturday night, so it's like, I don't know what that actually means for a release date for when the streets are going to be able to play Bike and Enhancer on an actual console, but it is what it is. But none of the preamble is why we're here. In a throwback to something that should have been left there, there's a ninth game. In order to see that ninth game in EVO, you got to make it rain. Children, do you remember the last time EVO asked you to make it rain? Fighting is magic became them fighting herds. Skullgirls got shafted, and Melee went on this weird whatever to wherever the hell it is now. But looking at the games that you have as your player choice games, we talked about Mortal Kombat XL earlier. While it is still a great game, because it's the NRS busted hotness, it will be in a couple of weeks when Injustice 2 come out. Marvel is a legacy game for EVO, so why would that not actually be in EVO anyway? Skullgirls are Skullgirls. I can't really say anything about that, and I won't. From my understanding, from what I heard, what the streets say, that when Pokken Tournament was in EVO last year, it was a damn shit show. But I can't confirm or deny that. That's just what the streets say. That's just what I heard. You know what I mean? That's just what I heard. KI, that seemed like an awkward, weird move too, but that game's still doing stuff, but I don't really know about that. Super Turbo, it's like, that's a game that, that do its own thing. That those who love Super Turbo and all the stuff, that are run by it is that, maybe at this juncture in the game's life, because there's still life in it, EVO isn't the grandest stage for the game as it once was, because you have X-Mania and things like that showcase the game in a way that it deserves. I'm trying to figure out why Arms is on there. I don't know. I don't understand it. Go back to the disclaimer of this video. Windjammers, I'm like, yeah, it's getting that HD release on PS4 that's like 50 million years late, but man, and Nidhogg. Some of these I have to look at mainly at Arms and Windjammers and Nidhogg and Super Turbo to a less degree as 4 games that just fill out something that you could possibly vote for. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at this, it's like I could scream Word of Melty yet, but you could scream Word of Arcana Heart, but people are weird about that. I don't know. It's that I'm just down, like I look at this and it's just that this Marvel thing is weird. But at the same time, when I think about it, the legacy of Marvel at EVO is, it's like if it lose, it get a year off, and then next year you start fresh. You start fresh with Infinite. It's that when I think about it, and it's just randomly just dawned on me, is if Marvel 3 Legacy ended with last year, then it ended as probably as proper like as you should. Christopher Genius won the fucking big one. And that is probably the best bookend on Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 that you can stamp on it. Chris G won the fucking big one, the end. So, what do you do? And it's like, it ain't even what do you do, because those are choices for y'all to make. Again, disclaimer of the video. This right here ain't none of my business. It ain't. I'm just gonna watch it like I do every year, in silence with food in front of me while I enjoy all of the fisticuffs in video game form. That's it. That's all. That's it. That's all. So, I have said what it is that I need to say. It's like, EVO gonna be hype, it always is. It's just that, it's just this player's choice thing is I just don't know if we've really learned our lesson from this. It's that, and it's not even y'all lesson, because I learned what the lesson was. There's a whole video dedicated to the many lessons I've learned that comes to this one specific thing, and a whole bunch of other specific things that are on the same timeline of the thing, which is the thing. I don't know. I do not know. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead, turn this into a video, get up out of here. You know what it is. The one and the only, the triple, the G.O.D. And I'd like to thank you for joining me for another installment of Triple The Guy Speaks On. And with that, I'll see you guys next time, man. Peace out.